In the sunlit savannas of Kenya and Tanzania lies a culture where age-old traditions and modern influences blend harmoniously. Here, the Maasai people, adorned in vibrant reds and intricate beadwork, live lives deeply rooted in ancient customs, yet gently touched by the winds of change. Their society balances the fierce reputation of lion hunters with the delicate artistry of beadwork. The red shuka-clad warriors leap toward the sky, not only in dance but as a profound expression of life and identity. Their world combines ancient rituals with intriguing social practices that often challenge conventional norms. Among these are unique and frequently misunderstood customs such as polygamous marriages, wife sharing, sacrificial rituals, the practice of drinking blood, and unconventional burial practices. Welcome to a journey into the heart of Maasai culture, where we will explore every aspect of this unique African tribe and their extraordinary lives. As we venture into the heart of East Africa to explore the fascinating world of the Maasai, one of the most iconic and enduring tribes on the African continent. From their legendary lion hunting, to their wife-sharing culture, to blood drinking and the age-old warrior culture to their unique cultural rituals. Join me, Salim, as we uncover the mysteries and traditions of the Maasai people. The Maasai are an indigenous ethnic group celebrated for their rich cultural heritage and distinctive customs. Known primarily as semi-nomadic pastoralists, they have significantly influenced the cultural landscape of East Africa. The Maasai predominantly inhabit the vast regions of the Maasai Mara in Kenya and the Serengeti in Tanzania, characterized by expansive savannas ideal for their pastoral lifestyle. Although their population, estimated in the millions, fluctuates due to various factors, many Maasai communities remain deeply connected to their traditional ways despite modern pressures. Discover the captivating world of the Maasai people of East Africa, a community steeped in centuries-old culture and traditions. Located in the vast landscapes of Kenya and Tanzania, the Maasai are famed for their colorful attire, intricate beadwork, and mesmerizing dances. Experience their remarkable way of life, from the iconic Adumu jumping dance to their deep connection with nature and wildlife. Explore the resilient spirit of the Maasai, their ancient customs, and the stunning beauty of their homeland. The Maasai are an extraordinary people with a culture to match. They have inhabited regions of Tanzania and Kenya for centuries, continuing to graze their valuable cattle across both countries today. As we enter the land of the Maasai, the vibrant colors of their shukas, traditional attire, and the rhythmic sounds of their songs immediately captivate me. The Maasai are a semi-nomadic people known for their rich culture and time-honored traditions. Although some of their customs are viewed as controversial, their story is fundamentally human. Around the 15th century, the Maasai began migrating south, ultimately settling in their current territories during the 17th and 18th centuries. This migration involved numerous conflicts and alliances with other ethnic groups, shaping the celebrated Maasai warrior culture. Over the centuries, the Maasai have shown remarkable resilience, adapting to various political and environmental changes while preserving their cultural identity. Their significance in East African culture is immense, often embodying the archetypal image of African tribal life and frequently featured in media and tourism. Their unique customs, attire, and way of life have made them iconic symbols of Kenyan and Tanzanian heritage. Moreover, the Maasai's profound knowledge of the land and wildlife has greatly contributed to conservation efforts, preserving the region's ecosystems. The Maasai culture is held together by a robust social structure, with the age-set system at its core. This traditional framework organizes Maasai society into groups based on birth cohorts, with each group progressing through life stages together, from childhood to elderhood, each marked by unique responsibilities and rites of passage. The age-set system is central to Maasai identity, each with specific roles and responsibilities. Boys transition from carefree childhood to the disciplined life of a Moran, warrior, through initiation ceremonies, including circumcision, which test their courage and endurance. These young warriors live in seclusion, learning spear throwing in the deep-rooted customs passed down through generations. Morans are the protectors of the village, guarding the community and their cattle from predators and rival tribes. Their role is celebrated as a symbol of strength and bravery, fostering lifelong bonds of camaraderie and brotherhood. Beyond the physical, the Maasai age-set system is a spiritual journey, with rituals and teachings at each stage that impart the values and wisdom of Maasai life. Elders, who have passed through all the stages, are respected as keepers of this knowledge, serving as decision-makers, mediators in disputes, and bridges between the spiritual and earthly realms. Historically, lion hunting was a rite of passage for young Maasai warriors, known as Morans. This practice was seen as a demonstration of bravery and skill. However, due to conservation efforts and the declining lion population, the Maasai have largely abandoned this tradition. The warriors now focus on protecting their livestock from predators and participating in conservation initiatives. In Maasai culture, gender roles are clearly defined. The communal lifestyle fosters a deep sense of belonging and responsibility, with every member, from the youngest child to the oldest elder, playing a vital role. Women construct the manyatas, traditional Maasai huts made of mud, sticks, and cow dung, and are responsible for gathering water, cooking, and raising children. Men tend to the cattle, which are central to Maasai life and economy. Protect the village, and make community decisions. This intricate social structure, governed by age and gender roles, has sustained the Maasai for generations, enabling them to survive and thrive in the harsh African savanna. However, this structure is dynamic and evolves with the times. The Maasai increasingly balance their traditional ways with modern demands, such as valuing education, with many Maasai children now attending school and learning to navigate both their ancestral world and a global community. Despite these changes, the essence of Maasai social structure remains intact. The age-set system, the role of elders, and the communal lifestyle continue to be the pillars of their society. Traditional practices and beliefs, including the lion hunting tradition, which symbolizes their courage and skill, continue to govern their way of life in every aspect. Women are the backbone of the household. While the men are out with the cattle, they ensure everything runs smoothly at home. Their roles are different, but equally important. The lion hunting tradition is particularly significant, symbolizing the Maasai's courage and skill. Historically, killing a lion was a rite of passage for young warriors, a daunting task that demonstrated their bravery and marked their transition into manhood. This practice, known as a lamala, was not just a hunt but also a deeply spiritual act, surrounded by rituals and respect for the animal. However, in recent times, this tradition has evolved due to increased awareness of wildlife conservation, showcasing the Maasai's ability to adapt their ancient customs to modern sensibilities. The Maasai Olympics, a biennial event initiated in 2012, represents a significant shift in traditional Maasai culture, particularly in their approach to lion hunting. This event was developed as a conservation effort to discourage the traditional practice of lion hunting by young Maasai warriors. The Maasai Olympics provides an alternative platform for Morans to demonstrate their strength, bravery, and skill, which were historically proven through lion hunting. The event features a range of athletic competitions that mirror the skills traditionally required for hunting and combat, including running, high jump, javelin throw, rungu throwing, and archery. The Maasai Olympics serves not only as a conservation effort but also as a cultural celebration, offering Morans a way to gain honor and recognition within their communities, similar to the prestige historically associated with lion hunting. The event includes traditional Maasai songs, dances, and ceremonies, making it a vibrant cultural festival. The Maasai Olympics has positively impacted wildlife conservation, with a noticeable decrease in lion hunting in the regions where the Olympics are held. This success offers a model for other conservation efforts worldwide, demonstrating that it is possible to align cultural practices with environmental sustainability. Education is becoming increasingly important in Maasai communities, offering new opportunities for the younger generation. Schools are often run by NGOs and provide basic education, which is seen as essential for adapting to modern challenges. Education opens up new possibilities for our children. They learn to balance tradition with modern knowledge, preparing them for the future. One teacher said. In many cultures, spitting might be considered rude, but for the Maasai, it has a completely different and positive meaning. Spitting is a common form of greeting among the Maasai, symbolizing respect and good fortune. It is a gesture of blessing and respect. Elders spit on their hands before shaking hands as a way of imparting wisdom and good fortune. Newborn babies are blessed with spit to ward off bad luck, and young warriors are similarly blessed before important tasks. The role of the Laban, or traditional healer, is pivotal in Maasai society. Beyond being a mere healer of physical ailments, the Laban is also a spiritual guide and mediator between the Maasai and their deities. Using extensive knowledge of medicinal plants and ancient rituals, the Laban treats illnesses, offers advice on community matters, and performs important ceremonies. This deep-rooted belief in natural medicine and spiritual healing underscores the Maasai's profound connection to the African savanna and their reliance on the wisdom of their ancestors. Burial practices among the Maasai have traditionally been unique. In the past, they did not bury their dead, believing that burial harmed the earth. Instead, they left the bodies of their deceased exposed, returning them to nature in the most direct way. However, this practice has been changing, with more Maasai now choosing to bury their loved ones. Maasai burial practices are minimal, they believe in allowing the body to return to the earth naturally. Elders are sometimes left in the bush to be consumed by scavengers, reflecting their deep connection to nature. One of the most gruesome and horrific old customs of the Maasai is the practice of female genital mutilation, FGM. This significant and sensitive issue affects various communities around the world, including some Maasai groups. FGM is a deeply rooted cultural practice in certain Maasai communities, traditionally seen as a rite of passage for girls transitioning to womanhood. It's important to understand that this practice is not universal among all Maasai, and its prevalence and acceptance vary across different groups. The practice is often linked to beliefs about purity, modesty, and marriage eligibility. Thankfully, FGM has been internationally recognized as a violation of human rights. The practice has no health benefits and the potential to cause severe physical and psychological harm. In recent years, there has been growing awareness and efforts within Maasai communities and by international organizations to end this brutal practice. These efforts include community education, advocacy for alternative rites of passage, and support for girls who resist the practice. Female genital mutilation, FGM, remains a controversial practice among the Maasai, with increasing efforts to eradicate it in favor of safer, alternative rites of passage. Many organizations are working to educate the community on the dangers of FGM and promote health and rights for Maasai women and girls. In contrast, beadwork continues to be a celebrated art form, with intricate designs that carry deep cultural meanings. Maasai women are also skilled artisans, renowned for their intricate beadwork, which serves as both a cultural practice and a source of economic value. Many Maasai sell their beadwork to tourists, providing vital income. This intricate art form is deeply embedded in their tradition, with each pattern holding specific meanings. Beadwork is used to create stunning necklaces, bracelets, and earrings, each piece telling a story or signifying the wearer's status. For instance, blue beads symbolize energy and the sky, green represents the land and health, while red beads stand for bravery and strength. The patterns and designs often indicate one's age, social status, marital status, or achievements. This beadwork is not only decorative but also a form of communication, a visual language conveying identity and personal history. The Maasai are often distinguished by their unique dress and adornments. Their traditional attire is not just aesthetically appealing but a profound expression of identity and social status. The iconic red shuka, the Maasai blanket, is perhaps the most recognizable element of their attire. This bright cloth, often red or blue and checked or striped, is draped over the body, practical for the climate and symbolic. Red is particularly significant, representing strength and courage, and is thought to scare off predators. Hairstyles and body modifications are integral to Maasai culture, serving as another form of expressing identity and social status. Warriors, known as Morans, often wear their hair in long, thin braids dyed red with ochre, a symbol of their warrior status. Women often have shaved heads, considered beautiful and a sign of cleanliness. Ear piercing and stretching are practiced by both men and women, with earlobes adorned with beads and other ornaments signifying beauty and maturity. The Maasai's traditional attire and adornments are not static but have evolved over time. While retaining the core elements of their traditional dress, there have been adaptations. For example, the materials used for beadwork have changed over time. Originally made from natural materials like clay, wood, bone, and ivory, modern Maasai beadwork is now often made from glass beads, which are more colorful and durable. Despite these changes, traditional dress remains a powerful symbol of Maasai identity. It is a source of pride and a way of preserving their culture and history. The Maasai attire is not just worn for ceremonial occasions but is a part of everyday life, a constant reminder of who they are and where they come from. In a world where cultures are rapidly globalizing and traditional practices are often lost, the Maasai's commitment to their traditional dress and adornments is remarkable, reflecting their resilience. The Maasai's marital customs and relationships are a profound reflection of their culture, embodying traditions passed down through generations. At the core of these customs is the practice of polygamy, a common and socially significant aspect of Maasai life. A Maasai man may marry multiple women, and this practice is often seen as a symbol of wealth and prestige. Far from being a mere marital arrangement, polygamy in the Maasai community is a complex institution involving intricate social responsibilities and deep interpersonal relationships. Polygamous marriages within the Maasai culture are structured and governed by traditional laws and customs. These marriages are not just unions between individuals but alliances between families, with the negotiation of bride price, typically paid in cattle, being a crucial aspect of the marriage process. This reflects the high value placed on cattle in Maasai society. Wives in a polygamous household often work together in harmony, sharing domestic duties and jointly raising their children. This cooperative living arrangement showcases the strong communal ethos underpinning Maasai society. One of the most intriguing and often misunderstood aspects of Maasai marital life is the tradition of wife sharing. This practice, deeply embedded in Maasai's social fabric, is governed by rules and customs ensuring it is carried out with respect and consent. Contrary to assumptions, wife sharing is not casual or indiscriminate but a structured practice believed to strengthen bonds and alliances between families. In the Maasai context, this tradition reflects the deep sense of community and mutual trust characterizing their society. The practice of wife sharing is often linked to child naming and lineage, with children from these shared unions accepted and raised as part of the husband's family without stigma. Known as Okot, wife sharing is primarily practiced among close friends or age mates within the same social circle. The age groups of men, having undergone initiation ceremonies together, share a close brotherly bond. Additionally, a husband may offer his wife to a male guest as an honor and gesture of friendship and trust. This practice is based on mutual consent and trust, and it is important to note that it is not universally practiced among all Maasai. This aspect of Maasai culture highlights their unique approach to family and kinship, where communal ties and the welfare of the group take precedence over individual lineage. However, the influence of modernization, education, and global cultural shifts has led to a decline in traditional practices like wife sharing in many Maasai communities. The consumption of blood, though less common, is another unique aspect of the Maasai diet. Blood is typically drawn from living cattle in a manner that does not harm the animal, often by nicking a vein in the neck with a sharp arrow or knife. The blood is then mixed with milk to create a nutrient-rich drink. This practice is usually reserved for special occasions and is valued for its high protein content and perceived ability to strengthen the body. My journey with the Maasai has been a profound exploration of resilience, tradition, and adaptation. Despite facing numerous challenges, the Maasai remain steadfast in preserving their heritage. Their story is a testament to the enduring human spirit. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. If you found this video insightful, please like, comment, and subscribe to Salim TV. Your support helps us continue to share stories from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring and appreciating the diverse tapestry of our global community. Farewell, and see you in our next adventure.